And welcome back out to Clark's Corners, hometown pizza here in Adrian, and it's the 96.5 The Cave annual football preview coaches show. And we're talking now with head coach for Blissfield Royals on the phone, Ryan Love. Ryan, good to have you on the phone with us this morning. Talk a little Blissfield Royal football.
Hey, good to be here. I appreciate you guys doing this. It's awesome that you guys do this year in, year out. Sorry I couldn't make it in today. We were just talking on the phone. I'm off to hand out football equipment to our 3rd through 6th graders, so I guess it never stops. But so we're gonna be greeting a lot of those little fellas today, so I'm happy about that. But no, it's been a very good week for us. You know, the numbers have not exactly been where we wanted them to be, and I think that can be said for a lot of coaches today. I don't know who's spoken yet, but the effort and the attitude and the overall practice atmosphere is exactly where we want it to be. So we'll take that 150% and we'll continue to build.
Well, you got you bring back a few, not a lot of the skill guys, but you got some experienced linemen, and that's one thing that actually a lot of the coaches have been saying they need to build their line. They've got some people in other spots, but you've got a little bit of line coming back. You're trying to figure out what the rest of your guys can do.
Yeah, we got 3 kids that started for us last year. One being a freshman kid that started for us last year, so he's back. Sophomore kid Garrett Iflin, so he's back, going to do a good job at our tackle. And then we got 2 kids that have been 3-year starters, Alton O'Brien and Ashton Osmus. So both of those kids will be back on the line. So we're going to find our tackle. Actually, he's a kid that played tight end for us, and he's played all 4 years too. So we're trying to figure out, do we put him at tackle, do we not? So actually he has some experience. So we're just filling in one spot and a couple tight end spots on the line of scrimmage. So we're happy about that. Ethan Samuels comes back in our backfield from last year, he's a 3-year starter too. So he's a fantastic runner and just picks his spots and knows how to run the football. And then we have a sophomore kid, Elijah Eccles, that started for us last year as a freshman. So we're just trying to find that other halfback spot and a few tight end spots. So yeah, we're excited about the line play that's coming back. It's you can tell in camp it has helped tremendously. We have moved a lot quicker.
Yeah, I see you got Yannick coming back as well, Remy. And then you're trying to fill in the quarterback, Preston Iflin. So what's he going to bring to the table?
So, I forgot about Preston. He's always just – he's going to be a kid that's played all 4 years for us. He's a heck of an athlete. He's a great baseball player, as a lot of people know in the county. And but he delivers that tall throw on the run type individual, and then he knows how to run our offense. He's a smart kid. So it offers us a little bit of that run piece, but just paired with his height, I think he can see over and make the appropriate throws off that play action look. So, we're super happy to have Preston. He does a great job for us baseball-wise, and it's really fantastic to get him to continue to play.
Well, looking at your schedule, you open up with Erie, who struggled a little bit last year too, and then you run the gauntlet of Clinton Hudson and Ida right after that. But then you finish with Hillsdale and Addison, 2 teams that have kind of struggled a little bit too. So you can you got a team that you can start off with, maybe try to get a W there and looking at a couple at the end. But you just got to try to get through that middle gauntlet.
Yeah, I think the week 1 matchup will be a good fight for us. I think we overall needed that as a football program, so I think that'll be a great. And I think Steve at Erie Mason, we've spoken last spring, and I think both of us agreed that it just made sense for our kids. But then you hop into league play, and the same thing for Steve at Erie Mason. That that league's not easy either. Erie Mason's league with Whiteford and Summerfield and so on. So, but we hop into our league. And we get that gauntlet straight right out of the gate. I think Onsted's the other LCAA foe that has that same order, except our same team's different order, of course. Look, I feel like I'm a broken record. We could probably pull up my interview from last year. The league is difficult. Madison, Bill's a fantastic coach, and Madison's got guys just coming out of their ears, and then you compile that with Hudson and Clinton that could in my opinion, probably easily be sniffing the state championship again. And then Ida just continues to do what they always do by bringing in generational families and kids, and they're ready to box your ears in about 2 seconds. So yeah, that's a stretch there, but it's just, we can't sit in our own slop and play woe is me. Everybody else has to play them, and
right.
That's just the way it works. And we're going to go in battle, and then the rest of the league kind of opens up, and we'll see what we have. I'm intrigued about the rest of the league. I'm going to be honest, I don't know. So the Dundees and Hillsdales and Onsets. So we'll see. We got some new coaches and so on. So,
well, Coach, the old saying, this is Fred Smith, what goes around comes around, you know, and
for sure.
And you guys, for many years, certainly had some great teams, and it's so good to hear what you're doing today. I know we would love to have you here, but that you're involved with the youth program, and you mentioned your numbers, and that's a way to build those numbers in the long run, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like we got notice in like April or May that the village was just wasn't going to be under their purview anymore, and they offered us the equipment, and we've had to supplement there. But if I look at this thing and want it to continue to be what it is, we can't have our kids going to other communities.
That's
right.
We
already fight. The state of Michigan already fights the school of choice and blah 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 blah. So, like I've got to make sure, and my wife's been a tremendous help, and my other coaches and a couple dads have been just phenomenal of making sure that Blissfield football, our kids play Blissfield football, and we're not jumping to other communities. So we're excited. We had like 70 youth kids sign up from third to sixth grade. So we're going to have 2 5th and 6th grade teams and a 3rd and 4th. So we're unbelievably thrilled. I teach in our elementary at Blissfield.
Oh, great.
So I know nearly every single kid that is going to grab equipment today. And it's just a good way for me to relate to them at school here in about, 7-8 days. I don't even know where we're at. We're close. So.
Well, and
too close.
Yes, yeah, that's for sure. And talking, so your four-way, what you got? Addison. Who are you in your preseason scrimmage?
So we go to Manchester next week. So Manchester,
right.
Summerfield, and Madison. We won't scrimmage Madison the past 3 years. We haven't. Just obviously with being in the league. So
right.
We did a little 7-on-7 with them this year at Manchester, and that was fine. But I feel like that and doesn't need to happen. And then look, we got to save bodies too. So like 2 scrimmages will be plenty for us. We'll get to see exactly what we want to see out of our kids, and I'm sure Bill will too. And we can move on and play each other week, whatever it is, 6 or something.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Ryan, we appreciate your time this morning, and go have fun with the youth football. And yes, well, it is afternoon. That's right. I said morning. I started in the morning.
It is afternoon.
So,
it is afternoon.
It's been a long morning so far into the afternoon. But again, Ryan, we appreciate your time, and good luck this year in trying to rebuild this program again.
Yeah, no problem. Hopefully next year I can pop in and be on live. That would be fun.
All right, sounds good. Once again, Ryan Love from Blissfield.